Hello, and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. I hope you've been enjoying my variety of holiday topics this month. As I mentioned yesterday, today will be the first of a couple of Nordic topics I picked out. I said day 1 of 2 in Northern Europe, but there will be more than that. We're just doing 2 Nordic topics in a row. Today, let's head over to Iceland to talk about the Yule Cat. But first, if you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe and turn on notifications. Normally, I upload twice a week at minimum, every Tuesday and Thursday, with bonus uploads some weeks. But this month, I am uploading every single day up to and including Christmas. After that, my channel will be on break over New Year's. Officially, my channel is set to return on Thursday, January 9th, but if I get enough extra material done ahead of time, I may have something scheduled to go live on the 2nd while I'm away. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments, I appreciate the interaction on my videos, and I do reply to everyone. Have you ever heard of the Yule Cat before? Iceland has a lot of interesting Christmas folklore characters. Some are very similar to Scandinavian and Germanic lore, and others are entirely unique. The Yule Cat definitely falls under the category of unique. When you add up all the mixed percentages of ethnicity in my family background, I'm roughly half Norwegian, so I've grown up familiar with Scandinavian folklore. There are no Yule Cats. This is an Icelandic thing only, and I kinda love it. I first discovered the Yule Cat back in high school. Some of my friends and I spent every Saturday morning volunteering at a local museum, and one of the tasks they had us do in preparation for Christmas was researching obscure Christmas lore and writing up posters to put up throughout the permanent exhibits along with the regular decorations. One year I decided to focus on Nordic folklore, and I came across this little gem. One of the sources I read back then referred to the Yule Cat as a sinister and gargantuan beast that wanders the snowy countryside in winter. Some versions of the tale say that the Yule Cat hunts down people who haven't received new clothes by Christmas. Others say it hunts down naughty children. Either way, the legend has it that if you're wandering alone and you hear a deceptively pitiful meow, you're doomed. The Yule Cat has found you. The reason the cat is so big, gargantuan even, is because it's the house pet of gryla, a jötunn, which are Norse mythological beings known mostly in modern times as giant mountain trolls. Gryla appears as a beggar woman, and in Icelandic culture she abducts misbehaving children. Families put out offerings of food for Gryla to satisfy her and keep their children safe, and people give each other new clothing to ward off her cat. The details of the Yule Cat's lore were popularized in a poem by Icelandic author and poet Jóhannes Guttorm. You all know the Yule Cat, and the cat was huge indeed. People didn't know where he came from or where he went. He opened his glaring eyes wide, the two of them glowing bright. It took a really brave man to look straight into them. His whiskers sharp as bristles, his back arched up high, and the claws of his hairy paw were a terrible sight. He gave a wave of his strong tail, and jumped and clawed and hissed, sometimes up in the valley, sometimes down by the shore. He roamed at large, hungry and evil, in the freezing Yule snow. In every home, people shuddered at his name. If one heard a pitiful meow, something evil would happen soon. Everybody knew he hunted men, but didn't care for mice. He picked on very poor, that no new garments got. For Yule he toiled, and lived in dire need. From them he took in one fell swoop their whole Yule dinner, always eating it himself, if he possibly could. Hence it was that women at their spinning wheels sat, spinning a colorful thread for a frock or a little sock. Because you mustn't let the cat get a hold of the little children. They had to get something new to wear from the grown-ups each year. And when the lights came on Yule Eve, and the cat peered in, the little children stood rosy and proud, all dressed in their new clothes. Some had gotten an apron, and some had gotten shoes, or something that was needed. That was all it took. For all who got something new to wear, stayed out of the pussycat's grasp. He then gave an awful hiss, but went on his way. Whether he still exists, I do not know, but his visit would be in vain if next time everybody got something new to wear. Now you might be thinking of helping, where help is needed most. Perhaps you'll find some children. They have nothing at all. Perhaps searching for those that live in a lightless world will give you a happy day and a merry, merry Yule. Now, of course, that didn't rhyme because it's been translated to English, but it does get the point across. Give a new article of clothing to the kids in your life and those in need around you, and all will be safe from the Yule Cat. Tomorrow we're talking about the Yule Goat. Bye, guys.